She's not. She did not shake that batons. The batons. I told you my computer couldn't handle it. It's loading. She went and it paused. Why are we only a few seconds into this video and I already have a conspiracy proposition about this music video? We'll talk about this music video in 3 different forms. First one, my theory / conspiracy. We'll get into in just a moment. Conspiracies, starting juicy. I've noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but the perceived feedback is overwhelmingly negative. When last time I checked, this video got billions of views and it seemed like the impression overall was not mad. But when you look things up, immediately they had the blackfishing scandal, the acknowledging that she is no longer whitewashing issue based off a Reddit thread where they didn't say they didn't like it. It was more like they were confused with the sound versus the visuals. The visuals, killing it, love it. But the way that people are showcasing her music video or their interpretation of the music video seems like people don't like it. But I feel like a lot more people like it than it seems. I even saw some voting polls and people were kind of like okay with it, but it sounds so overwhelmingly bad. So my question here is this bad publicity, Lisa, because it brings some more news and attention to her new music video, her new release, her first solo gig with her company, her own name behind her. There's incentive. Makes sense. Basically, when you do something that's unexpected, then if that your name is in the news for something other than your music, but your name is still in the news, and thus it's almost like free advertising for your new release. So what if the blackfishing thing could be for extra views on her part, or is it her ex company, YG? From what I've heard, both her and Jenny are talking a little bit of smack about them. Maybe they're not happy about it and they are plotting revenge. Could be YG. Incentive is there. Or is it some company that was mad at Blackpink when they were with YG and their success? Maybe they were jealous and maybe they just want to sabotage these girls afterward. It's possible. All these things seem possible. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. You know, maybe we are just nitpicking a little too much as people. Maybe we are a little too looking for a problem in things. Is it us? Are we the problem? So I'm literally a new fan, but yet why am I so passionate right now? Like, even there's a new scandal now about the fact that she posted something and she addressed her new fans instead of her fans when she was in Blackpink. She's going into a new era, which she is now like the Lilies or something like that. So she acknowledged the Lilies because that's kind of her new audience, and she assumes the people would come over, the Blinks would come over and become Lilies as well. It's not like one exempts the other, you know? In my opinion, I am a new K-pop fan. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but people got so mad over one word that was, in my opinion, very innocent. I think it's just acknowledging her fans. I think in the music video, if you look at the music video, I talk about this later, she seems to be very grateful for her fans and the place that she's come from, and she tries to represent it. But you look at the comments and people are always looking for the worst of the moment. So that was basically my question. Let me know what you think down below, because this could be coincidental. I just had to lay the thought out there so we can ponder with each other. Something else, what I learned from this music video is that Lisa is in control now. Remember those stories they told you about the kings and queens that would take from the villagers? And eventually the villagers got tired of it. They revolted and they created a revolution. This is Lisa's revolution, at least in my eyes. She also acknowledges that she wouldn't be in this position without the support of the Blinks. I think my overall impression of this music video is that it fits her. She's an entertainer and it's entertaining. She's a dancer and it's very, very easy to dance to. I love this for her because it's her and it's unapologetically her. It's what she wants to see, and thus that's what she's creating. Which makes sense because out of the 9 sections of the song, 3 of those sections are this. Then 2 others which almost sound similar, which means 5 out of the 9 phrases kind of sound like the same thing. So it really does make sense that people said they felt a bit bored of it because it was a little bit too much repetition. But undoubtedly, the charisma of Lisa was nothing to be reckoned with. They said, "I am stunned by this lady. What am I witnessing?" The first shot is literally a spotlight in the middle of what looks like would be a popular street, which, by the way, we'll talk about that in a minute. Neon lights in the background and all eyes on her. Then we actually get into the video. She says, quote, "Every city that I go's my city. And then she chose her filming location to be her city. I saw someone comment that she said this before, and I think that's kind of what she's saying in this video. She's like, I'm going to represent what I am proud of, what I am proud I came from. And I love it. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper into this music video though. The multiple hands. I interpreted this to be maybe some religious connection. I don't know very much, but here you go. Maybe it's something like that. Or what I think might be more likely, just because I saw it kind of repeat in the music video, is that it represents moving as a unit, but having multiple compartments that help you succeed in that one unit. That one unit is Lisa, and those multiple hands, those multiple compartments are supposed to be the supporters, the backbone that created Lisa to be the person she is now. And I think in a way it's almost her gratitude to her supporters and her fans, and then we'll see more of it throughout the video. Such as this shot, which she kind of shifts her shoulder to the right to kind of show she has control of the camera and the situation, and then kind of goes to the right a little bit again. And you can see it starts with 4 girls, which I think shows that in the forefront are the 4 girls that made up Blackpink. But then you see the line on the right continues. And I think that's all the supporters behind Blackpink. And it was such a subtle but amazing and unique shot that I loved. So I think it was more of a gratitude thing. My other thought is maybe it's also showing that she's kind of representing the company, and then she has control of all these other people, all these other girls, all these other idols. Maybe something like that, because they also go more into the attack personally of the company. She also references her past company when she says fast life, and then there's a freeze frame in the context of her signing her life away, kind of, to be an idol, spending many years under contract, needing to do whatever the company says. I think she feels like life went fast because she didn't experience it maybe at the same pace other people did. So I think that was a reference to her old contract. This scene where she has her classic bang look that she became notorious for. As soon as you enter the scene, you see 2 of her, and one of them disappears. And I think maybe in a way, this kind of Lisa that you knew might disappear because she's now showing her true colors. And side note, the movement in this scene is absolutely insane. I love every single frame of this. I don't even understand how they made it look this good. There also seems to be a scene that represents revival. You can see they all go from this fallen state to standing up straight, almost like they revived. It's the opposite of falling down, it's rising up. And I think the way that it's shot, it's kind of like a community in her, and I think it's showing that she would be nowhere without that community. The white hoods might mean whitewashing because that was a scandal with this release. It might mean purity because in a lot of cultures, white is seen as this pure color. And I think the way that she moves them, that she has control over the people around, shows that they're almost like puppets, which I always feel like K-pop idols are almost treated like puppets. So I think she's also referencing the same thing. And you also see in this scene, her body twist around like a literal doll, like a Barbie doll, or like the freakiest doll I've ever seen. But I think it's still that reference to they're almost just treated like this pretty little doll that they have complete control over, they being the company. And it's really subtle and really fast in this music video, but I think she's saying mainly 2 things. She's grateful for the people who backed her up and have been behind her, because she wouldn't be where she is without it, but also to now have her own independence after many years of being under this contract. She's now in control, as I said previously. And I think that this scene shows it alone. She has control of the vision. She has control of the camera. She has control of the people, the supporters. She now has her own back. So now I talked about the visuals that I saw. I kind of want to go a little bit deeper into the lyrics. I know a few people said the lyrics don't make sense, but I'm going to make it make sense, at least to me. I must first mention this line. Tight dress, LV sent it. LV being Louis Vuitton, of course. Who may she be referring to other than Frederick Arnold? You know, her boyfriend, the CEO of LVMH. You might be thinking, what's LVMH? Oh, LVMH stands for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. It's a French multinational luxury goods company, essentially one of the richest families in France. When you think Louis Vuitton, you might think of this. But in reality, this company is this. So she is quite literally flexing. On that topic, I also want to mention this star shirt that looks like it's kind of made out of leather. They do leather work at like Louis Vuitton, so I feel like this might be a custom thing. I don't know. Flexing. There is no remorse to the flexing that she is doing on all of us. It's insane. You want to see some more flexing? The line, "Lisa, can you teach me Japanese?" I say hi, hi. Now I saw from a comment that hi, hi in Japanese means yes, yes. But in Thai, hi, hi means give, give. So maybe that's also a referencing to how much she feels people have given to her. Or maybe, I think it's another thing of gratitude. Speaking of gratitude, she also seemed to be very grateful to be able to record at the Yaowarat Road. I think I definitely butchered the name. This road is apparently known to be a quote-unquote food street that draws in tourists and locals from all over the city to simply taste the best of the best food. It's especially popular at night, which I bring up because she shot this music video at night. So you might be wondering, how did she shoot this music video? How is there not a single person in the streets? From what I read, it seems to be an invasion of privacy, so it's hard to record here. So that means that on top of getting all the licensing, apparently Lisa paid 20,000 Thai baht, which equals $544.37 USD for each business that you see in this music video. And apparently even the ones that you don't see that are near the area got paid the exact same amount. That little fact actually just made me happy, because while I do think that she did this because it is business hours and they might be losing business, I think that she's like, let me have an excuse to give you guys some money right now. And thus she did. And for that, she indeed is a rock star. Which also, this side reference for the lyrics, apparently she said, "You make me rock hard," which is a Kiss song. So it's like a rock star. It's a reference to the rock stars. So that's just a side note. I think the lyrics simply mean Lisa is flexing on everyone. But the music video is speaking the truth. It's speaking the fact that she felt like a puppet, she felt trapped for years, time has flown, but she also has gained much success out of it. And I think that's very respectful. And honestly, like I said, this song was kind of made for her. It's very entertaining and it makes me want to dance. I love songs that make me want to dance. So I personally love this. But yes, let's continue with the video. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the music video, just a general impression, how you feel about her coming back. Personally, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I am staying tuned. Whatever she posts, I'll be there. Yep. I was so excited for this. I am so happy. Like, I am not at all disappointed. But I do know I had a grand time. And I hope you had a grand time. And I hope to see you next video. Bye.